Welcome to Guru Trader video for Friday, April the 16th, 2010. We've got 7 market movers that we're following today, 4 new symbols, 3 follow-ups. First symbol on the TSX Venture, new symbol ICP, IC Potash Corp 50 cents. On the TSX, new symbol SPM, Scorpio Mining Corp 86 cents. Also on the TSX, new symbol AND, Andean Resources Limited 307. Following up on MAR, Marathon PGM Corp 233 on the TSX. Following up on RNN, Rexahn Pharmaceuticals Inc. 289 today on the AMEX. New symbol CHP, C&D Technologies Inc. $1.84 on the New York Stock Exchange. And the last symbol is CPWM, Cost Plus Inc. Following up on that one, 421 today on the NASDAQ. Let's take a closer look at these stocks. Alright, first stock we're looking at today, ICP, IC Potash Corp, 50 cents, up 8 cents, 19% move, showed up on the percentage gainers, 1.6 million out of 59 million shares, $30 million company. The 52-week high was 76 cents, which it did May the 5th of last year. The low 29 cents March 31st of this year. This flat line indicates to me maybe I'd have to look into it. Maybe they were halted for a while. Anyway, let's look at the 1-year chart. So there's that flat line again. Now this company is a potash company. I was reading their release here. Their development and exploring for potash in Mexico. It's a higher grade potash I think that they're looking at. This sulfate of potash versus the that's not the release. Where's the release that I was reading on here? Yeah, quarterly exploration and development update. Yeah, it's a special type of sulfate potash, premium priced potash that generally sells at a 30 to 50% premium, $500 a ton versus $375. It has low salinity compared to the other type of potash and is used in various saline soils, for example in China, India, Mediterranean, and the United States. So interesting story, just showed up on our radar. We'll keep an eye on this one to see if this volume builds or if it falls off, and if they can take a run at that 76 cent high over the next little while, and what kind of news flow. I mean, it shows April 15th, but there has prior to that. Yeah, they're putting out news about once a month, so not too bad. Anyway, it's on our radar. Moving on the TSX, new symbol SPM, Scorpio Mining, 86 up 8 cents, 10% move. Almost 2 million shares traded, but out of 112 million, so keep that in mind. 96 million market cap. 52-week high was 94 cents, which it did on April the 7th, right here. The low was 27 cents, April 17th of last year. Not a bad chart for the last year. Now, what's moving this stock? They announced today, yesterday they were on business television with a few other companies, so I'd like to see that quiet down a little bit. On April the 7th, this is the news I was reading that was interesting. They completed their acquisition of Platte River Gold, which was, I believe, a private company, institutionally held. Scorpio had to issue almost 75 million shares to complete the transaction. So I don't know if that's an exit strategy to take this private. Is it a reverse takeover? I'm not sure. I just started looking at it, so let's see if this one, if the momentum continues on that, if they can take a run at that 94 cents. So moving on, AND on the TSX, Andean Resources Limited, 307 up 19, 6% move, 2.3 million. Not overwhelming that in itself. Andean's been on like their top 20 or top 30 consistently, but never seems to make the top 5 or 7, so we never mention them. This is the first day we're mentioning them, so it's nice when stock companies like this can stand out on a otherwise down market day when the metals are off. So anyway, it's actually made a new high today when everything else seems to be down. If you look at the 5-year chart, it shows this company's only been around since 2007, if that's accurate, and went to $2, sold off with everything in the market last year, and so this is a new high, not just a year high. Now they reported initial Bajo Negro resource estimates, 1.7 million tons, let's say, 551 ounces of gold, almost 1.3 million ounces of silver, has the grades in there, so substantial, further along than a lot of other companies. It's a $1.4 billion company, so that's another reason we haven't mentioned it. It's arguably maybe not a small cap, but still a $3 stock, and it's on our radar. MAR, Marathon PGM Corp, mentioned this one a few times. April 13th at $1.85 in the context of MOA on the venture exchange Mountain Lake Resources. So MOA owned the property, this Leprechaun property that they talk about right here, and I think Marathon is earning their interest in the property. It's a Marathon release. They're the operator. So Marathon hits 4 gold intervals over 65 grams within a broader 9-meter interval of 38 grams at their Leprechaun deposit. So looking at those results, there's other results in there as well. Now, be careful of this spike here because, and it's over $2. So I'd use a stop. It's up to you. Anyway, 31 million shares outstanding, a little over a million shares have traded. Still looks good. Made a new high of 265 today. And so we'll keep it on our radar just to follow up there. RNN, Rexahn Pharmaceuticals, 289 up 30 cents, 11% move. Showed up again on the percentage gainers. Almost 7 million shares traded, again on the volume actives. 73 million shares. Anyway, Rexahn we first mentioned February the 11th at 93 cents. We've mentioned, this is the 9th or 10th time we've mentioned them. Their 52-week high, 368, which did April the 12th. So, we said these spikes never last. They don't run up straight up there forever. So it has sold off quite violently under $2. We're back to almost 3 again now, traded as high as 320. So let's see if it churns over here for a few days and hopefully starts slowly going higher to break that new high, or if it can't maintain its momentum. Now watch the news flow here. I mean, they put out news almost every day. There's various drugs there, and I'm looking at mainly the technicals, and these pharmaceutical stocks can have a good run, and it's just figuring out when the story is ended. But anyway, it's back on our radar, so we'll keep an eye on it. CHP, that's a new company. C&D Technologies, CHP on the New York Stock Exchange, $1.84 up 34 cents, 23% move. Showed up on the percentage gainers, a little over a million shares traded, but which is significant at a 26 million shares outstanding. $48 million company. 312 was the high, which it did on September the 8th. The low was $1.26 on December 18th. Now, I was just looking at this release here, which came out, when was it? January the 5th. So they say C&D awarded contract for development of large format lithium batteries, lithium-ion batteries, a $19 million contract over 4 years with the U.S. Army. So interesting story. We're going to keep an eye on it. There's the long-term chart on it, which doesn't really tell us a lot. This is the area that I'm looking at. Maybe it's a turnaround situation. I don't know, but it popped up today. The high was 312, which it did on September the 8th, like I said. So, lastly, CPWM again, cost plus Inc. 421 up 19 cents. Only 200-something thousand shares traded, but that volume, can pop. I've seen it over a million. Now, 22 million shares outstanding. $92 million company. The 52-week high was 450, which it did a couple days ago, April 14th. The low was 85 cents, which it did April 16th of last year. So the chart kind of did nothing for about a year, bouncing off of $2, and then when it broke through there, that's when we first mentioned CPWM on March 26th at 234, and April the 8th at 290, and April the 9th at 344, and then today at 421. So still looks okay. If you look at the longer term chart, yeah, actually they announced today that they're terminating their shareholder rights plan. I don't know if they want to be bought out or why they're doing that. I can only speculate. But if you look at the longer term chart, it looks like the stock's been to $40 before. I don't know if that's consolidation adjusted or if that's an actual chart, but trying to figure out if this is a turnaround play is what this one's all about. Anyway, that's about it for today. Trade safely, do your homework. We'll talk with you on Monday. Guru Trader videos and tweets are daily snapshots of 5 to 7 very active small and microcap stocks from all North American stock exchanges. We simply track stocks that are trading up significantly on news or making new highs on very high volume without any further consideration of company fundamentals. The point is to save time by focusing on only those stocks that are moving right now. Guru Trader symbols come from filtering market movers and from subjective observations. Our software cross-references today's volume actives, percent gainers, and dollar gainers, which are filtered down to just lower price stocks. We then look at each stock's charts for apparent uptrends and news headlines for obvious one-day-only events to exclude, like a buyout, or for longer-term growth-related news like financials, drill results, patent approvals, etc. to include. This is similar to how many traders look for new stocks as a starting point for further research with their financial and investment advisors. This is not an advisory service, and conflicts may exist as we sometimes take positions, or featured stocks may have bought online advertising or IR support services. Any content published by Investors Guru Small Cap Stock Observer is subject to the terms of our privacy policy and disclaimer at investorsguru.com. For our other small cap stock channels, follow Twitter's Guru Trader Tweet in real time on your PC or mobile device at twitter.com/investorsguru. Subscribe to watch YouTube's Investors Guru video channel at youtube.com/investorsguru. Search Investors Guru at facebook.com and add us as a friend to see our videos, tweets, etc. that are all synced to post on our wall. It's free to sign up at investorsguru.com stock community for comprehensive quotes, newsletters, profiles, forums, etc., or to update your portfolio, watch list, alerts, and news by email preferences. Thanks for watching.